Hello everybody, welcome back to the NK MARIBOR data rebuild, and it's been a while since a video. I've had my trip to Europe, I've come back, I've been a little bit ill, but it's all good, we're back, and we're heading into February, which is the end of the transfer window in Slovenia, and February looks like it's going to be a pretty busy month. 6 games to get through, the transfer window to finish, although I don't see us doing any more business just yet, but let's get into it and see how we get on. So as we dive into the month of February then in the Slovenian Premier League, we find ourselves top of the league, which is absolutely lovely, but only 1 point separates us and Olympia at the top of the table. Mura there in 3rd and Celje in 4th are quite a way off. What are the 2 biggest teams in Slovenia? Ourselves and Olympia. But you can see from the player ratings, we have Sergi Ojo as the best player in the league with the highest average rating. We have the top goal scorer with Benjamin Tete. We're 2nd in the most clean sheets with Asby Yug. We've got Sergi Ojo up there for most assists as well. So we're having a pretty good attacking season, and it's looking pretty spectacular. And I feel like from the position that we're in right now, it's going to be tough to sort of mess this up. Top 2 I feel is already guaranteed, only though it's February, and I'd put us in a good position to say we're in a good place to dominate the league. So a quick flick at the rest of the competitions just to catch you up with what's happened previously. Obviously in the Conference League we got knocked out in the group stage. We didn't get through our group, although we did put up a pretty good fight, and the board were happy because we were competitive in the Europa Conference League. In terms of the League Cup in Slovenia, or the FA Cup I should say, the Pokal Pivovarnio Union is going pretty well. We're through to the round of 16. We've got a pretty easy tie in that one against Biatrika, and we should be cruising through. Interestingly, they are a feeder club of ours, and we're still going to be playing them. So hopefully 3 points isn't just now 3 points. Next qualification round is nailed on. And the club's finances are looking pretty good as well. 3.4-ish million in the bank. We've got transfer budget left. We've got wage budget left if we need it. But as I said, I don't see us being too active in the transfer market. But generally, good to see the finances looking pretty healthy. In terms of the squad, though, since the last episode, we have had just a couple of changes. Anja Fersesik, who is on the screen now, has been called up from the under-19s because we only had 1 right wing back in the whole squad. So he has been called up to play as a backup, and 1 out has seen Angie Lorbeck go out on loan, which is a winger who we're training to be a right wing back. So he's actually gone out on loan to one of our feeder teams. Was it our feeder team? Mura. Sorry, Mura he joined, not our feeder team. He joined Mura, who are doing pretty well this season in the top division. And he's gone out to them for the rest of the year with them paying absolutely nothing. So he's off the books. And that did leave our squad looking like this. And it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. 3 goalkeepers that we've got to choose from. Bergson not getting much of a look in. Asby Yug is our captain and first choice at the moment. Sami Podaduga is our young Slovenian goalkeeper, who I feel like in the second half of the year we might give a few more game time to. We've got our centre-back to choose from, of which we've bought in 2 to support from that as well. Zan Zalar and Pedro Gomez have joined us as new signings in this window, which is good to see. We've got the 2 right backs in Service and Furchek, who we just looked at. And then we've got a host of options to join left wing back as well. Andrei Souza can play there. We've got Mikhail Senkovic, the youngster. And we've also got Teen Shuk, who we're playing there as well, which is very nice indeed. Central midfielder has been reinforced. We've brought in the likes of Kasper Duda, but in attacking midfield. That's not who I was thinking of. Milan Diman has joined in holding midfield. Daniel Bunk has joined in holding midfield, but is more advanced, and the pre-mentioned Kasper Duda has joined as well. And then the strike force and the wingers are all pretty fixed from what you know and remember before. Big concern, replacing Benjamin Tete. We did have some news around trying to sign him, and it didn't really go to plan. They said that he had some interest, so we lodged a bid, and FC Metz completely rejected it out of hand. So I'm hoping as it gets towards the end of the season, we might be able to have another go. But if not, I don't think the guy we've arranged to bring in at the end of the season is going to be good enough to replace Benjamin Tete. But Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And that's the updates done. It takes us into the first game of February, which was against Cooper. We're obviously in the purple, they're in the yellow for those new to the series. Seji Ojo squared it for a tap-in for Benjamin Tete to get his first of the game, and he didn't have to wait long to get his second. Tino Shook ran down the left-hand side, squared it in. Seji Ojo was at the back post for a lovely header to score for the ex-Liverpool winger. And then some good pressing from Tete, as we like to do, pressing the back line as they enter our half, and Tete fired through to make it 3-0 in what was a very comfortable win against Cooper at 20 shots to their 5. The next game saw us go away from home. Servies ran down the right-hand side, laid it back. In it went to Repas, who curled one into the far corner against Mura, and that put us 1-0 up. Vlahovic then scored a wonderful free kick from range, firing it into the top corner, but Mura didn't want to go down without a fight. They have one of the informed strikers in the league, and it was that man that put them 2-1. So getting back into it. But we took a 3-1 lead. Tin Shook to the back post. A great header from Kranjic to get a goal there as well, as Repas ran forward, put it out to the left-hand side again. Tin Shook, our sort of wonder kid, squared it, and Tete got a tap-in from close range. Repas fired the ball out to the right-hand side to find Sveves into Ojo. Sveves was there again, and Tete got another goal in this one. Absolutely goals galore, and Mura weren't done there either. Vargas squared it. In it went to Moroja. Lovely finish from him, curling it round the goalkeeper. But a 5-2 win saw us absolutely dominate at the top of the table, which was a lovely stuff. The next game saw us go to Domzale as Repas put it in, and we curled in a lovely goal from the edge of the area from Demune, our new signing, as the new signings started to bed themselves in at this point. Working down the right-hand side, Repas laid it off to the edge of the box, and Demune was there for a second goal on what would be his first start for the club. A free kick was swung in by Duda. A header was knocked into the pass of our right-back Service, and he had an easy opportunity to make it 3, which was lovely. And then transfer deadline day happened, and nothing happened. No more signings. But the 4 biggest deals in Slovenia, we're involved in 3 of them, and the 4th one saw our biggest rivals Olimpia get weakened by selling their best player to AC Milan. With the transfer window shut, we moved on to our next game in February. Servas swinged in across to the far post, and Tete was there to head it home and make it 1-0, which was a lovely start to the game. And Bondo ran down the right up from centre-back, laid it to Sferis across to the back post, and it was that man again with another header from Tete, and he is just so good for us in this division. Ojo's long cross was met, and it got back to Vlahovic. A lovely bullet strike. Keeper should do better, but it's 3-0, and that wraps up that one. 15 shots and 7 on target, an XG of 2.01, a game we absolutely dominated. And with that win, the media started to go into a bit of a frenzy. We are closing on a new record-winning run, and it would have been a league record unbeaten run as well if we just win our next game, which wasn't going to be that easy. But as we were in good form, we went to the board and asked them to increase the junior coaching budget, which they agreed to. And then, because they were in love with us, we asked them for a new contract, and of course they said yes, and we will be due a new contract very, very soon, which is something I'm looking forward to. But now, back to the action, as we took on, I can't remember who we're playing here, Selj, I think, but Tete went through, dinked it over the goalkeeper as we're playing in our away, a yellow kit for this one, and yeah, lovely finish there. Vlahovic on the edge of the box, laid it out to Seji Ojo, ran to the byline, crossed it in, and Tete with a little tap in to make it 2. It was a penalty that got Ed Milson back, or Ed Milson's team back into the game. I think it's Selj, I can't remember. Into Vlahovic, a little short throw-in routine, cut to Repas. Repas turns, curls it into the far corner, and that was game done. 3-1, and it was Selj. I do know my clubs. Easy money. With that news, we did get the record that we were trying to break. Consecutive win record knocked out the park. We are the new holders of that one, and we set the unbeaten record for the league, which was superb. The board also got back to us offering our new contract, which we duly accepted, and because we were on a bit of a good run with the board, we also asked for a set-piece coach, because we didn't have one at Maribor, and I thought that could be quite crucial. They said yes, so we're going out and trying to find our new set-piece coach. But with the records in the bag, the records tumbling to this mighty NK Maribor team, we went and faced Mura again for our final game in February. And it was youngster Mirkas Sinkovic, who came in on the left wing-back position, opened the scoring in this one. It was actually Mura that got back into the game, though, as they played a long ball forward. It was that man, Marosa, again, who was on our radar to try and sign to replace Tete, but Mura were having none of it. Ojo got to the byline, cut it back to Sofasia's. Repas was there, cut it to the edge of the box, and it was a lovely finish from the edge of the area from Vahovec. And in the final dying minutes of the game, it was a header at the back post, which made it 2-2. Repas stepped up for a penalty to make it 3-2. And yeah, unfortunately for us, they had other ideas. 90th minute, Vahovec puts it in, and it's that man again to get his second of the game and make it 3-3, with Asbajug not doing great, conceding 3 goals from 0.93 XG. And that is something to keep an eye on. But with that, February is done, so we'll have a quick little recap. But let me know your thoughts down below. Are you still enjoying this sort of save with the format that we're doing it? Always interested to know. Are you happy that I'm back? Do you want me to stop before FM26? Let me know down below. But February looked like this. Wins in all of our games except the final one against Mura, and quite a good run as well. Only conceding 3 goals in the games that we won and then 3 in the draw to Mura, so 6 overall. But scoring an absolute bucket ton of goals, and it sets us up nicely for what's going to be a busy March as well. March looks like it's going to be very, very busy, but we are dominating Slovenia. We are doing very well. Can we get this team to take the next step into Europe and actually push them further in European competition? It looks like we're going to be in a position to potentially go and get Europa League, if not a bit deeper into the Champions League next year, and that's what I'm hoping for, but we'll have to wait and see. And then just a little recap of the league. It looks like this. So NK Maribor, top of the divisions, 58 points ahead of Olympia on 56, and we have Benjamin Teta with the highest top goal scorers for us of 19. He is also now the best average rating, and Shedjejo has the most assists. Lovely, lovely stuff. And that is that for February. A quick short episode just to get us back to speed. Next up will be March, where there are plenty of games to come as well. 6 more games in March, and we'll be accelerating through to the end of the season. I hope you're enjoying it. Leave a like if you are, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.